So what we're going to do here is we're going to put a Christmas tree and a wreath on every floor, going as high as we can possibly go. And that's essentially what we're going to do. We're just going to have some fun tonight. Just going to be a relaxing night. If you had a difficult week or whatever, just come by and, I guess, chill with me. We'll just have a chilly, relaxing night together. How about that? Did you hear the wolf? You probably did. It's going to be a very festive castle here. I don't know if I can keep building on the outside, though. Yeah, that might get a little bit difficult. I think we'll just do... We'll just do Christmas wreaths on the bottom here. Got a whole bunch of Christmas trees. They're going to light this place up. This is going to be a very jolly place for all the people. Ooh, the 420ers are visiting. Let's see here. What do you have, sir? What do you have? Pants of building. I might just take that. Ooh, a building helmet. You know what? I might take that instead. That's like all my money, but that's okay. We'll get it back somehow. Just sell off all of our leather. She made so much of that. It's in, yeah, look at this deer leather. We have so much deer leather. I can literally pay it off with just leather by itself. And you have to owe me. We get to keep our money. What do you know? That's amazing. It's fantastic. I wonder if it takes cut. I don't even know what it takes. Oh, wood. I wonder if it's wood that keeps the lights glowing here, if it's cotton. I don't know what you need to do for that in particular. Oh, they learned the holiday trees. Okay, cool. Well, we got to use stone and we got to use the fine bricks, so they're going to have to... We're going to need a lot of stone. Rabid animal attack. Can we do this? Wandering Mare Valley needs help. They have asked me to reach out. Yes. The burping fire bats. We will help you. Wow, it's still low. That is a lot of animals. Hope we can actually survive this. One thing I wish they did was instead of travel meals, just let you set up your own food to go down there. But I like how they actually introduced this. Now it's kind of like raiding other people, but I don't mind the questing, honestly. Oh boy. 16 rabid animals? Holy cow. We have to try to hold out somehow. Not sure how we're gonna hold out. We already have animals like right in front of us here. We're kind of surrounded on all sides, honestly. I really hope we can hold out with this. Oh geez, Simona's taking damage. She's all by herself too, that sucks. No way, we won? Holy cow, I thought we were gonna die. Alright, so we kind of need some stone too. I wonder if they have... stone here. I want to say they do. Alright, looks like they're all healed up here. Do you have any other stone underneath the ground, maybe? Oh, this sucks. It's snowing here, I can't even tell. Cannot tell if there is. I see the stone there, but I was kind of hoping to mine some major veins here. Oh well. We will do it like... Holy cow, that's actually not bad. Well, we did need a lot of stone. Do I need wood too? Man, I'm glad we didn't totally die from that. We got a lot of corpses, though. We're going to be able to get some meat. Meat off the bone. What's really cool about this is as soon as you just disembark after you've mined all this on someone else's territory, instantaneously in your inventory. You don't even have to transport it. So yeah, pretty much just a chill night, just a relaxing night if you're got nothing much to do. Christmas Eve and all that. All right, we got what we want. We can leave and we'll be good. All right, we're going to take all these. Holy cow, that's a lot of corpses there. That is a lot. Well, we did get a lot of stone, so that's actually great. Let's go. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect. We got enough food for winter. We got enough stone to build our little project. All worked out beautifully. Quite happy we did that. You did the thing. Yes, we did the thing. Excavating deer hide. All right, we got a couple. Oh yeah, we got a builder's helmet here. Let's see who our up and coming builders are. We got what is it? Oh, Steph could be the next guy. Seems like he's gonna have to be. Oh, we already got him out. Well, it is kind of better. All right, let's see who else could have this. I think maybe Aubrey. Excavating. I don't know who's going to want that. kind of got some really good armor. I don't know if anybody's gonna want that. Well, I don't really care. Ranching's a little bit better actually now. I'll take ranching over anything else, to be honest. Yep, still good. Still pretty good. Still, well, that's 2, and then well, that's 2 and 2, so 12. No, he hates it anyways. Hey, Altison, what's up, man? Merry Christmas, happy holidays. How's it going, buddy? How you doing, man? We are going to build a little Christmas thing here. We are going to build a Christmas tower with all the Christmas trees inside. I don't know. Yeah, well, it was actually a peninsula with a little island here. So I just built the houses on the island, built a bridge, and our forest beards ended up with this kitchenette area here. And I made a little area for all the little travelers. The travelers sleep here, and here, and here. Here's the first floor of our kitchen. We've got our kitchen stuff, workroom right here. Looks like they wouldn't stuff the shelves with all the dead animals we just got. At least they're trying. Winery, crafts room is right up above here. We've got all of our crafts room. Very long room here, essentially a long room, and then just the great hall for eating here. So. My left control is going a little weird here. I don't know why it's not working. And I put a little training dummy in here on either side. Made kind of a gaming room section here. And yeah, worked out pretty well. Not really anything third floor. They're just going to build this up. We got they actually put fine stone blocks in here. So we can make fine stone things. So this doorway, the walls, the front area looks pretty nice. I mean, look at that fine stone. Looks like Steph is going to build that thing there. I had that sitting there for a while. Looks like he finally decided to build it. They made some improvements, man. Now you can go questing and help other people out. You can literally get bribed to not war anymore, which that's why I'm trying to save up some money to have. Because if we can get it where we don't have to war for a while, then I could really make a really big structure. So, I mean, you can change the tile. I mean, look at all the different colors here. Brick 2. Let's see what that looks like if I go white. Let's see what... If I go... I mean, you can really do a lot more now. They made some good improvements this time. The other ones, not so much. But you can do arches now. There's so much stuff that you can take these petitions. We did that one, so we succeeded there. There's another one here. Demand tribute. 293 coins. I don't even have that kind of money. The Spackled Woods. You guys are trying to piss me off. That's what you're trying to do. I only got 87 coins. I got to trade with somebody to get that much money. Does anybody have that kind of money? You get 29 coins, the 49ers. You guys are broke as a joke. You got 90 coins. How did you even get that much? All right, I don't need that. Let's see if I can make the money and pay him off. We'll see. We got plenty of animals to slaughter. Get plenty of money back. Okay, that's all he's gonna give us anyways. Give me your money, dude. I'm going to try to pay off these guys even though they're extorting us, just to see what happens. I think in real life we'd have to start building some weapons, getting prepared. I don't negotiate with terrorists. But some people do. I want to see what happens if we do. Let's see here. You got 121 coins. Oh, good. Okay, let's get rid of more hide. Some people do. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I hear you, man. Get a wolf corpse. Actually, it chose the wolf corpse this time. Before it didn't. Oh, we got a 261 of that. What do you know? Let's see. All right, so I sold off all of... I could sell a corpse, I guess. I don't want to sell a corpse. I don't think that's proper. But I used to do it for a while. Oh, imp leather. Give me all your monies. Okay, now that we got all that, let's Dudist, pay up. 293 coins now. Yes, sir, as you wish. Send items. I have 220. You're taking all my freaking money. That's what I thought. That's what you thought. Is that how you're gonna respond? I should send
ride again,
dude. I should send an army this way and just destroy their village and get my money back. How you doing, Nice Hero? How's it going? We just gave into extortion, dude. And this guy had to bully us on top of that, too. What an ass. Total asshat here. But anyways, we're trying to have the Christmas cheer here. And we're going to be building our little Christmas tower. And we'll be putting wreaths on all kinds of stuff. And it should be fun. I don't know if you saw the new Nice Hero. You didn't know all the improvements here. We just went on a raid to help out these other people. And they wanted us to defend themselves against a bunch of rabid animals, which I think there were like 15 or 20. And we survived it. Just to come back with all these corpses for plenty of extra food. So now we got all those corpses. I don't know which elf this is that died. I have no idea. But we got all these corpses to make for meat. Which is good, because I don't know how much,
No!
Well, we do have some, well, we do got a good amount of octoberries. And we have 90 bottles of wine. I think we should celebrate with some wine, guys. Let's go have a toast. Well, I'm going to get some, Toki, or Tokery. What is the name of the, let me see this thing. It's a Japanese whiskey. I don't know if it's top shelf or not, but it's not bad. Knights of Tregaria. Cheers. Thank you for that, Mr. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys ever tried this, but Suntory Whiskey Toki, which means, I believe, sun whiskey made with thyme. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Probably not. Japanese whiskey established in 1923. It's pretty good. I don't know if you ever had it, but I kind of like it. So anyhow, no deals with enemies. Give it to a neutral party and bribe them to attack the enemy instead. Yeah, we should try that. I don't know if you guys saw this either, but we actually were able to build a catapult. You ever seen a catapult get launched from you? We could do that now. Fire. Fire! I'm gonna break that demon pimple. I'm gonna destroy this demon pimple that's out here. Then it'll just go away. Demon pimple here for 2 years. Nope. Not today, Satan. Not today. We're gonna destroy that shit. It just appeared in a perfect location too. Unfortunately, if somebody gets in the way, we're gonna be accidentally killing them. Hit that thing. Type it in the chat. I don't think that thing's going to survive. Did you know you actually break the ground too doing this? Oh, the Japanese whiskey? Alright, 1 second here. Oh no! Alright, this dude's gonna die! Wait a second. It didn't kill the pimple? Ah, dang it. I was kind of hoping I could destroy it. And it still has health. I should be able to kill the pimple with that. Oh, you know what I could do? I could open up the demon horde thing with this thing here, target my catapult, and just destroy everything that comes out with the catapult shots. And just easily destroy... Dude, I didn't think about that, but I could easily destroy that lesser demon with my catapult. Just outright kill him. Here, let me find a name there. All right. I guess it would be called Suntory. Suntory, something like that. Toki apparently means time. All right, guy. We tried. We weren't quite successful, but we tried. All right, 63 stone. We got that kind of built. We got the Christmas tree. We're gonna need... Why are you guys holding on to stone? You guys are holding out on me. Now it makes sense. Okay. We need to make some fine stone blocks because we got some fine stone to work with. Where's my stone cutter? You actually have stonemasons in here now. Did you know that? So we gotta make some stone here. We got some fine stone. So that's probably good enough. You can make spires and towers and all kinds of stuff in here now. We're gonna make a Christmas tower to the heavens here. Toki can mean meals exchanged by parishioners and priests. Well, I looked it up on their website and they said Toki meant time. So that's what I took. But I don't know. Tori can mean bird. That's interesting. Well, what they wrote on their website, if you look up their website, they actually... Something about time-aged whiskey or... I can't remember what they were saying about it, but I know the word time is Toki now. I know that much. So they made some improvements here, Nice Hero. You can equip shields. So instead of a bow and arrow, you can equip a shield. You can do the crossbow, or you can do the grappling hook. You can go on missions where you raid people, and then you can actually use the grappling hook for something, so it actually comes into play. And do that. But usually I play some guerrilla tactics when I'm going out on a raid. Draw them into the forest after me. Although they leave the doors open, it's like you can just walk in too if you want. But you could also have the grappling hook if you want. I don't know why. Maybe, yeah, I've got to play longer to fight a stronger castle or something, but I like to draw them into the forest and then, you know, beat them up there. I almost thought he was fighting a traveling meal for a second. What's he doing that? That makes no sense. Learning stone blocks from the floor below. As usual. Oh, wait, no. No, he's on the right floor. Yeah, so it looks like our storage is low, but these guys are literally hanging on to a whole bunch of inventory. I don't know why they don't want to drop it, but they just don't seem to be able to do that. I guess I could force them to, but... we're going to let them just kind of work this out on their own. We'll make, I don't know. Oh, we're on layer 1? Holy cow, we could really go really high with this. I could go really high, but you know what I'm going to do? So it doesn't look... so you can actually see all the Christmas trees. We're probably just going to spread it out here. You know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to make a Christmas tree of Christmas trees. This is going to be hilarious and really, really cool. I think you guys will like this. Yeah, I like this idea. Let's do it. Have you guys ever seen a Christmas tree made out of Christmas trees? Well, if you haven't, you're gonna see it here. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. I might replace that. Figured out the meaning? What is the meaning to Christmas, bro? That's what you should be figuring out right about now. It's money! Money, money, money! Once you find out the meaning to Christmas itself, then you have the answer, my friend. I can't even get this. You know what? I'm just going to build columns because these doors are a little strange right now. We'll just, you know, we'll just keep it simple here. I wonder if I need this many, though. I don't know if I really do. I feel like I'm overdoing it, but you know what? It's Christmas. It's the season to overdo things, right? Alright, that's fine enough. I don't need all of that. Just hack everyone's bank accounts and turn big numbers into zero. Money doesn't last long enough. Well, you know what? That's the weirdest thing, but I don't know. What if that's like our future in a sense? Because you know, when they took all the presents away from all the Who's-its and Who-town and Was-its, they were happier. Maybe that's what the Klaus Schwab guy is. He's really the Grinch, but really, really evil. Like more evil or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is going to look great. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so cool. A Christmas tree made out of Christmas trees. Now, I don't think anybody's ever done that before. I think we may be the first. We'll even put some wreaths on there just because. And I hope we have enough cotton to supply all this. This is probably the tackiest thing I've ever built, but it's the Christmas season, so we're gonna do it. We gonna do it. It's gotta happen, you know? And there we have it. Well, we're not quite done yet, but, you know, we'll get on it. We're getting there. You know, I gotta say, this is actually gonna look kind of nice. It's gonna look very different since nobody's really ever done it before. I think, guys, I think I made a Guinness World Record here. I'm the first one to make a Christmas tree. We're gonna need a lot of wood and a lot of stone. Oh my gosh. That thing is yeah, that's a thing. And we'll put some wreaths on it afterwards too. How about that? Let's get them to pick up the pace. Pick up the pace pecani sauce. Now this isn't something I typically build a lot of. I don't just build these kinds of things. I usually just build structures and, you know, if I gotta build walls and stuff. But you know, 'tis a season. I gotta say the improvements that they've made for this game are probably worthwhile. I'd have to say it's probably, if you're interested in something like this is probably like kind of a time to pick it up. It's it now has some stuff to it that I think are going to be kind of worthwhile, or at least just fun. Now that you can go out and raid your competitor, you could, you know, make friends, make enemies. You know what, last time when I had the petition though, when other people were like, hey, pay me or else, you know, I didn't pay them. And I think maybe just these guys, you know, decided to be my enemy. They haven't fought me at all. These guys were the enemy since the beginning. Mother of the Picky Noses. And I only paid off one person. I think it was this person here. But there was other people I just did not pay off. And they never decided to war with me. They never even tried to attack me or anything like that. $25 stone. Yeah, we'll probably have to get some more stone. Stone and wood. But I think they're all holding on to stone, so I think they'll just go and deliver it. More enemies is more fun. Not for me, man. Not in a building game. I don't like that. I'm not about that life. Sorry, bro. A feast it shall be. Welcome, everybody, to our amazing feast. You'll recognize the accomplishments of duty. Oh, wait, I can't recognize myself. I guess we'll recognize Steph. Simona's actually kind of hot. For a tune, it is. I always like making great rooms. You know what? If I ever had to build a great room for a bunch of people, I probably would. A great room for feasting would be an amazing place to have, you know? That's good. Yeah, man, I like it. I like it with a little mixture of, I'd have to say cranberry juice works really well with this Nice Hero. I don't know if you ever tried mixing any of that, but like the Japanese whiskey with some cranberry juice. Not everybody's into cranberry juice, but I think it goes pretty well. It makes it a little bit, I wouldn't say stronger, but like it sort of has the right kind of feel. Maybe fruit punch would like kind of give it a variety. So one's kind of harsh, one's kind of sweet and light, you know. Tried a 7 and rye. I don't maybe I think I've tried 7 before. I've noticed though I'm really more into the grain stuff, so if it was vodka or something like that, I guess that's why I can drink it so easily. It like doesn't really do much to me. I mean, it could, you know, could make me drink like a whole bunch of it and I could pass out, but it doesn't do any bad stuff to me. Like rice or rice alcohol just doesn't seem to do anything at all to me. But it's like sometimes certain other kinds of alcohols don't sit well with me. So ran out of some bitters, but if I had some, I'd have some old fashioneds. Yeah, I don't know all the terminologies of everything. I'm not. I mean, you're the bartender, man, not me. You're the one that knows how to make all these drinks. I experiment a little bit. I have no idea half the names, and I gotta make some names though, because when I go to this one bar now, I really like this one drink. It's Jaeger and lime juice. Not just the lime juice you get from the store, like squeezed limes, but squeezed limes with, I guess you could go on the rocks. It's not so bad on the rocks, but Jaeger with lime juice. It's such a strange drink, but it tastes great. Maybe I should call it a Germy Mexican. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll tell them to call it the Trigger Special when I go there next time. They'll be like, "What is that all about?" Never mind. Just call it the Trigger Special. It's, you know, because usually, like, even when I was talking to Avemo, who was here some time ago, he would anytime, because he had an Italian restaurant, I'd be like, "Man, you got to put some lime in your spaghettis or in your Italian foods." I'm not putting Mexican food in my Italian cuisine. I'm like, dude, you wouldn't believe it. I've tried squeezing lime juice and having some lime with spaghetti. It's so good. Maybe I just like lime right now. I'm such a lime head right now, I guess. I don't know why. But Jaeger with lime tastes really good. Your grandpa's watching me and you now? Uh-oh. I don't know what to say about that. Don't tell him what we were talking about earlier, okay? Just don't tell him that. He's I don't think his heart could handle it. But what we're gonna do, Grandpa, is we are building a Christmas tree. So check it out. And I was just kidding about that thing with Nice Hero anyways. But Christmas tree. Wanted an Irish cream. Oh, okay. Show him our potential Christmas tree. What this is with all these caution signs is just telling me we can't reach there right now. They can't get up there. They haven't built the floor yet. But do you think this would be sustainable? Do you think you could actually... Well, I didn't put enough pillar support down there, but you know, it's supposed to look like a Christmas tree, so... And on top of our town here. Which eventually they'll build it. I could speed it up a little bit. Big screen. Oh, cool. Alright, so they're gonna go up the stairs here. Get up to the middle. Come up the sides. Go up these curvy stairs here to this floor. And go up on this side to this floor. And then go up to the top part. They can literally walk through the trees. I don't know why the game lets you do it, but you can walk right through these trees. So they're not impeded in any way. Guys up here with the hammer. Trying to figure shit out. Learning fine stones. Building fine wall. There we go. Hear them hammering all that stuff. This is going to be amazing. You know what? Honestly, this could actually be kind of a world record here. I don't think anybody's ever built anything like this. Does your grandpa know if anybody's ever built a Christmas tree? Where it's a platform of Christmas trees to make one giant Christmas tree. I wonder if he's ever seen anything like that. Now, I've seen plenty of Christmas tree drive-through areas with all these lights that look really beautiful and all that, but I've never seen anybody do anything like this. So this will be like maybe kind of a first here. I might even save this and put this on a YouTube video just to save it for later. Just in case somebody wants to argue that this hasn't been done before, and I'll be like, no. We did it today. We did it this time. We did it this year. 2022 Christmas tree challenge. I was just going to make a bunch of trees in a tower, but I thought, you know what? I don't think anybody's ever done this before. We'll put some wreaths on there too. I think we can fit some wreaths in there. Can I put a wreath on the pillar here? Pillar wreath? Yeah, we'll just put some wreaths on the outside. I wish they had more Christmas stuff. That's really all they got. The Christmas tree and the wreath. You know what? I even made a suggestion. Okay, he's here with the 420s. Sure. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I wish they had more stuff. I made a suggestion that they should have Santa Claus come in Christmas time in the winter and just like fly around and maybe drop some presents. It'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I know I could build some presents too, I guess. I suppose I could do that. Let's let them get the Christmas trees built first, and then we'll deal with all that. Steph, get on your little hammer. Ooh, they are really building this fast, actually. They might be able to do it without me getting more supplies. Look at that. So if it's kind of see-through, it's because they haven't built it yet. If it's a little less see-through, then they've got the materials for it. So the darker it gets to the point where it's totally complete, you'll get to see it complete. So they don't work with any real architectural standards. So you can literally just make a stairway go into the heavens without any support. So the game is very Minecraft in that sense. It'll let you do pretty much any kind of convoluted way of design that you could possibly imagine. Never seen it before, but he used to sell Christmas trees. Oh, that's cool. I've got an uncle up north that has a friend that is a Christmas tree farmer. So if they ever knew each other, maybe they might say hi. I don't know. But he sells Christmas trees. My uncle does carpentry. So carpentry, but actually more or less a lot of like making plaques for taxidermy and stuff like that. So, but he also does other carpentry stuff. But he works with a guy because he can make stands for the Christmas trees, I guess. Probably some other things too. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize, but there's a lot of people in the northern part of Wisconsin that do barter with things still. So you think like a lot of people just use their credit cards and debit cards. There's still people that do bartering. My uncle's one of them. So how's this Christmas tree business going this year? Honestly, I hope that's not our future, but with all these games and the way they're showing things now, it just makes me think, what if things crash? I think we should probably be learning some kind of trade. Honest to God. I mean, this is fun and all, but I think we should have something, you know, just in case, so we can kind of be on our feet, you know. As do you like cold weather? We sent you from Canada. I'm fine with cold weather. I'm like, you know, this is Wisconsin's the frozen tundra here. It's like -1 or 6 the past few days. I went out for a little bit of a walk. I can usually handle the cold weather. Not for too long. Not really cold for too long, but I don't mind it. For me, 60 degrees, 55 to 60 is like t-shirt weather for me. I can handle the cold. Not saying I want to be super cold and all that, but I don't have to live in a tropical area to be fine. The swap meet. Hey, Altison. What should we do for trades? What do you guys want to do? If you had to do a trade that wasn't just, you know, going working at a store or mechanic shop or something like that, what would you do as a trade? Do some carpentry, do some metal work, be a logger. What would you plan on doing? You know, let's say we had to do it. What would be your guys' anything production? You mean metalwork stuff or crafting or farming? I guess you don't mean farming. A fruit farmer, yeah, that would be actually pretty enjoyable. I'm actually thinking about that. Once I get my next house, I'm actually going machining is very cool. I worked alongside some other CNC guys. I always wanted to do it, but I was working on architecture at the time, so it was really just building the designs. But when I get my next place, I'm actually going to make a little farm for some fruit trees and just have a bunch of fruit. I know if you get an apple tree, even if it's a crab apple tree, those things fruit so much. You can have so much fruit from crab apple trees. And not all of them taste the greatest, but you can make such seriously good applesauce out of tart crab apple trees. It's so good. I don't know if you ever tried it, but I did that. My grandma would make applesauce out of the crab apple tree that I had when I was a kid. So good. Sticker for precision. Yeah, I think if I had to work on a trade, you know what? I kind of want to do some metallurgy, but I really kind of want to try doing some glass blowing, because if I wanted to work as a tradesman, I think I want to try something that, I don't know, just kind of intriguing to me. And I think there would be if there was a need for certain things, I think there would be a definite need for glass glass bottles, glass windows, glass everything, really. But I'd like to probably, like, you know, play with both ideas. I think that would be not so bad, actually. Oh, hey, we got the bottom rung of the trees built here. Looks like they're getting into that. We got 171 wood left. I think we should still have some... No, he's out of stone. Oh, Steph still has stone. Okay, so they still have a lot of stone. Looks like they might be able to... I think they'll be able to finish this. I don't think we're going to have to go out and do much else. But yeah, guys, it's going to be awesome, and especially in the dark time of the winter, all these Christmas lights are going to just light up. Yeah, but what kind of machining would you like to do, Altison? Would you like to do... Let's say we were back in medieval days, right? Would you rather be... And you know what, honestly, I know you're going to be doing most of it anyways. Let's say you're a blacksmith. Would you rather be an armorer or be a weaponsmith? Or just be like a general, you know, general purpose metal worker? Would it be based upon what you'd like to do as a general smith? That could work. You'd have to make a lot of tools. Good thing is, though, is if you already have some metal, you could heat it up, bang it out, and make your own work tools first, which is you obviously have to do that to be able to make everything else. I know, they are seen as supernatural persons. You'd have to be able to... You know what you'd have to do, though?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Back at that time. I'm gonna put the back on a number, one of these other number things here. But yeah, that could definitely work, man. You know what? I'm back. Yeah. Oh, your grandpa's gonna miss us finishing this up here. Oh well. More specifically, yeah, I'll do one of those. I have to fix some things, change some things up. But sorry to say, I'm gonna have to do it when I get back. Get it? I'll be on a trip. Yeah, see you later, Grandpa. We'll talk to you later, maybe. But what I was asking, though, or what I was gonna say, is you're gonna need some oil, right, for dipping the metal in or folding it or whatever. How are you gonna do that? Are you gonna grow some olives to make the oil that way, or what do you got to do for that? That's what I'd like to know. Do you have to have olive oil to dip it in, or linseed oil? So how would you accrue that? Would you have to grow the linseeds? Or do you just have to know somebody that's growing it? So you have to probably live somewhere in approximation of some farmer that's growing it, right? Or just do it yourself and then find a way to get everyone knows a smith. Well, then I guess, we'll have to trade you something for it. Not everyone has money. Yeah, it would have to come down to like, okay, you do this job for me, I'll get you these things, and, get it done. Yep, absolutely. We have to definitely do trading services. Oh, I totally get that. Honestly, I think that way kind of made the most sense. But, we're in a system now that, I don't know, it'd have to be an apocalyptic kind of thing to change that. Back to a trade for services and product. I mean, there are people that do it still. I know my uncle does, but he's kind of up in the boonies, Most people in the cities have never heard of anything like this. They're like, bartering. What's that all about? You know, I don't know. It's like such an antiquated thing for them. They don't understand it. But honest to God, I mean, just trading services for things, you know, it's one of the best, fairest ways to do things in life, honestly, because then you have to rely upon the word, and other people know the word. They have to keep the word instead of just being like, oh, it's a bad product, I'll return it, somebody will get me something new. No, they have to kind of put their stamp on it, you know? You got to put your stamp on it. You got to put some real, genuine effort into something, because if you make bad product for other people, somebody might not want to come back to you, and then you might not, you know, be able to have your services work out as well. So you got to actually do a good job. So I'm guessing, and it makes sense when you look at all the architecture and the craftsmanship from long ago, even with the stonemasons and stuff like that. It's like they had to do a damn good job in order to just, you know, not just survive, but, you know, have their, get the recognition to get the continued workflow to come to them. Best case scenario is I get recognized by the local lord, sponsors my work, so I don't have to smell up my iron. So one thing I don't think we should have is honestly, as long as the nobilities were here, I don't think we need that anymore. I don't think we should have that anymore. I think the way we had the original founding of America, in the sense that we didn't have that nobility thing, I think we should do away with all that. It should be you and your life, not somebody else's life, or you know, trying to build up and thank and, you know, go back to kings and queens. That didn't do us a whole lot of good back then. That's why we actually changed away from that. No reason to go back to that again. I think if we had like something like how the original founding fathers had, but with trade and stuff, without a whole lot of oversight, with the way we have things now, we'd have a more genuine system, I think. It'd be based upon your honor. I think it honors, like, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. The way history goes, it might just turn back into that whole nobility system again, with the caste system, which the problem is when you got usually the son of the king that has never known how to do anything properly ends up being a giant asshole, and then just executing people randomly because he was born into succor. He's born into wealth, prestige. You know, he's born into this influence there where he just doesn't have to live a bad life. He doesn't have to learn how to struggle to make it in his life. And so he then, in turn, becomes the tyrant to the children and to the next. So it's like when you have a system like that and the son can do no wrong, they become the extreme narcissists of the world, and they just... Honestly, it should just be like, your business is your family name, and then if your son wants to continue, that's his name, but it's not based upon, you know, you handing it over to him. He has to earn his own reins. It's like everybody has to saddle their own horse. They have to be able to find a way to make it in life, or, you know, something like that. I think it should be based upon your individual efforts and trying to make good. That'd be awesome if that was more of our future, in a sense, you know. It's too easy to screw things up and someone takes over, and sometimes the next one can fix the screw ups, though. Sometimes they do, and there are times that they do, but then you're just... The problem with the kings and queens is you're hoping on a hope that you're not going to get executed because you said a bad joke, or you did something stupid, or you could get turned into the jester because the king doesn't really like you that much, but, you know, maybe he wants a little schadenfreude in his life. I mean, your life really isn't in your hands in a nobility caste. It's in the hands of the nobility, which is kind of what... It sucks, but it kind of feels like when we have these oligarchs ruling our society in a pseudo-esque kind of way, we end up looking at the presidents and all that, kind of like their nobility and they're above us and all that. And that's never what it was supposed to be for our country. That was not what it was supposed to be at all. They're called public servants. They're supposed to be a servant, publicly. Not, oh, how dare you? You insulted the president. You know what I mean? You know, people insulted Trump all the time. You know, it should go both ways. You know, someone does something stupid, you should be able to laugh at that. You know, it's just, it has the feeling of kings and queens and stuff. You know, it should go both ways. You know, no matter what it is. Nice in video games though, because you can just enjoy the best versions of it, and that's the truth. That's the truth. You just enjoy the best. That's why when you read all these fairy tales and all these things about the prince and the king and the queen and all that, you see all these Disney movies and stuff. It only shows you the best parts of that, or the adventure parts. It doesn't show you the boring day-to-day things that go on throughout the day and what happens. I mean, you can see what happens and this honestly happens in The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. You see how people in the high tier positions abuse their power a lot because everybody's like, I'm following you and I'll just, I mean, we don't want a Negan and we don't want, you know, Queen Dragon or something like that. I forgot her name. Drenez or I forgot her name, but yeah, that's why we got away from the royalty. That's why we had our country start with the foundation rules that we had to start with, is so we could get away from, because people are kind of, not they're okay with the king and queen, they're just used to it. So they combined the kingship as the president, they combined the jury system as the Supreme Court, and they combined the Greek Senate as the House and the Senate and all that, as far as like trying to have them work together and have them make a ruling where they can't all step over each other, but they have to work with each other. So I mean, it's pretty close to as equal as we can, the way we have it set up. Maybe could be some improvements, but I'm just saying, from how they had it set up, it was fantastic. They had a really good understanding as far as, and it was even based upon trying to understand how to, you know, connect with divinity a little bit more, whether some people believe it or not. It was to help us connect to a higher power in that sense, as far as we're not just a complete anarchy like some other societies. Like I think France turned into a total anarchy at the time. We are incorporating a higher power into what we're trying to do and how we're trying to live. When it comes to America, you know, never shows the internal family, nobility disputes, constantly backstabbing. I know, it's all just horrible. It's all behind the scenes stuff, and everybody's like, you're a conspiracy theorist. But you're a conspiracy theorist because you say it's happening now, but back then you're like, oh yeah, all that stuff happened. And then people act like that doesn't happen today when it still does, sadly. You know, and we are in a situation that's why we believe all the corruptness that's going on right now. But then we try to go and delve deeper into it, and then as soon as you do, conspiracy theory, which was a buzz term put out by the CIA, I believe, which just, and even too, like when you watch YouTube videos, when I watch a YouTube video now and I see that YouTube put a little tag on the bottom of the video with a Wikipedia next to it saying, oh, you want to learn more about the Freemasons? You want to learn more about the Anunnaki? You want to learn more about COVID? You want to learn more? Go to this Wikipedia thing. Like they're trying to be like, hey, you want the truth? Check out this Wikipedia page that anybody can edit. And guess what? Brigandine, for the first game, I put my website in there. I did that. Anybody can edit it. So it's like, okay, that's great. But Wikipedia is just a reference page. It's like when you're doing a thesis of a paper and you have a reference page to reference this author and that author. That's all it is. It's not a fact book or anything like that. It's just referencing other pages. It's not an actual factual way to document that. You can have all sites, all kinds of sources put in there from any kind of place. You know, so, I mean, we have to have, you know what we have to have for a future society? We need to have a transparency, a way to see what's actually going on. It's got to be, whoever is in charge or whatever people are in charge, they have to live in a glass house. They have to live in a glass house. There has to be no secrets at all. And if there is, they get the boot. It just has to be that way. It has to be that way. Because I think we're just tired as a society of the way things have been. And we keep changing things. We keep changing it to, oh, the king didn't work. Let's use a Senate. Let's use a group of elderly people to make decisions. Oh, that didn't work. Let's use judges. Oh, that didn't work. Let's combine them. Oh, that didn't work. Let's go back to kingship. Oh, that didn't work. Let's try. What we need to have is whoever is in some kind of group of being in charge, there has to be absolute, implicit transparency on all sides. And if there is not, they have to be booted, because it is not going to do us any good to have all these behind the scene things that are ruining us from the inside, which is what I think is happening right now. We're being ruined from the inside. Say they exploit the power to gain and return to that oligarchy. You know how the saying is. Don't bring politics to the dinner table, yet these groups do exactly that. It becomes their family. Biden's, Bush, Clintons are all there, and there needs to be 2 generational gap. I know, and it turns into a kind of an oligarchy. What we have with the Clintons, with the Bushes, with the Bidens, and with it's kind of turned into a pseudo oligarchy, which you could probably go into that. Say that. And you know, let's see this. I think there's wolves here. Oh, they're from some band over here. I was like, oh crap, we're gonna get invaded by wolves. Should not be involved. Yeah, I think if you had family in politics, the first generation and maybe the second generation, but I know it's gonna be a bit of a stretch. The next generation down below you should not be able to be voted for. So if Trump has a son, his son can't get in. Maybe a third generation or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe they should just bar that. Implicit. I guess what I'm trying to say is they should just have an app. You know what? I should say besides military tech, absolute transparency. Absolute transparency as far as what's going on, because then people will know if somebody wants to war with them or not, and people can be prepared for that or not. Yeah, it may really do that. Explicit would be better for what you're trying to describe than implicit. Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with that. But yeah, there shouldn't be any kind of there shouldn't be any kind of communal group thing like the stocks that people in government can actively participate in or be affiliated with in any way, because I think what they're doing is trying to find a way to exploit the system. And people do this. People really genuinely do this. They find a way to exploit the system so that they can find an extra kind of income if what they're doing doesn't procure them the kind of income that they were hoping to gain, which is why there's a lot of politicians that do run up a hefty bill of, well, not a, well, I don't know if it's a bill. It's like more like a donation thing, but they run up a giant donation funnel so they can try to get into office. And then that's a lot of money into advertising, but also, you know, probably some money in their pocket in that sense too. But then afterwards, besides just getting a government, you know, pay scale, they also have access to the markets of the stocks and just manipulate that. And then they, you know, I mean, where else do you have the stock market ticker? On, you know, channels that aren't just run from that particular thing by itself. It's on the news channels of the just political people doing that. It's just there. It's so obvious. And most people don't even just think about it. It's like so obvious. They're trying to get your money. And unless, you know, that's why people said they got rich following Nancy Pelosi, because that is the house. That is the gambling that's going on. That is the gambling system that happens, that only the House wins, which is only the people, the insiders, that are also government officials, making that money, knowing where it's going to go because they're working for the government. So they know which corporations are going to work because the corporations are working with them. So they know how to use the market because it's tied to the corporations that are working alongside government. It's such an obvious thing that most people don't even they don't get it. They don't see it. They're like, but they're working. Yeah, they're all working. They know what's going on because they're making the laws and rules as to how the corporations can run. So if they make sure that this corporation can run better than that one, then they can put money into the stocks of this one because they already know how it's going to work, because they already know the bills they're going to pass. They know how to manipulate the system because they're controlling everything from the top down. So you see how that goes? It's insane. But most people are like, oh, they didn't make any money off those COVID shots. Hell yeah, they made a shitload of money off that. They knew that they were going to implement that kind of plan. So they knew to invest in the stocks before that went forward because they knew they were going to force it to go out there on everybody. So they knew they were going to be billionaires or trillionaires or whatever. They knew this. And they used everybody in that sense. This is what we need to cut out. The bloated infrastructure that is not transparent, that uses us and destroys everything from the top down. The country was not built to be like this. The United States was not built to be like this in that sense. I think the corporations is what's destroying a lot of this, and I wish there was kind of a way forward, you know. Well, we built all the stone, it seems. We just didn't build all the trees. I don't know why they're kind of taking a break here. Wood unreachable? How is that wood unreachable? Oh, they're trying to refuel all these trees. Holy cow. Let's see if we got some extra wood in our stockpile, which it says we got 72, but I guess we don't have any left. Yeah, I hate the stock market. It's too much gambling and manipulation. Someone makes a lot of money. Shouldn't trust them. It's like a mouse trusting a cat to teach them how to get dinner. You are just food for them. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that everything has been bad. There's a lot of things that are good that have been kind of manipulated to be bad. But you can obviously see the flaw in the system here. The people that are in the government should not have access to knowing how to... It's basically like money laundering. Essentially what they're doing with the stock markets is kind of like I want to say it's like a money laundering scheme. I don't know what you guys think about it, but it's like they already know how to work the system because they are the system. They know who they're going to promote, demote, and who's going to go up and who's going to go down. based upon the major corporations. Now, if it wasn't a bunch of corporations, it was a bunch of little mom and pop shop guys, it would be way too much for them to just go, oh, it's fine. Just invest everything in Amazon because we're going to get rid of all this stuff. So just invest in Amazon. There's all these other little places that are going to go down, and we'll all get rich together, but there's only one guy at the top, and the corporate guy turns into, guess what? A king. We've made kings again. We've made nobility again with the corporations. Isn't that funny? Isn't that something, right? That's something. All right, I think we're out of wood. I think we have to cut some stuff. Maybe we'll go over here and cut some stuff. Kidnappers have captured. Oh, a kidnapper. You know, we're going to go and do this. If we have the stuff. We're going to go take down some kidnappers. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I like dealing with strategy. There's strategy even in that. And some people just... Oh man, I thought I was coming here to get some wood. I'm in a desert. There's no wood here. There's cactus trees. I guess that counts as wood. Okay, we got to get these guys. What do they got? Bow and arrow. Crossbow. Oh crap, they're all loaded. Well, we're invading I guess a kingdom. These are kidnappers, so this is like a bandit hideout. But yeah, I think we'll get the chance to invade some other kingdoms here. So that's what I was saying earlier. Like they put some new stuff in here, man. So you know what? I wish I could drag them out here and we could fight in the stones here. That would be cool. Plus, I like it. They let a click all button here, which is awesome. They're going to be able to hit me from a lot of ways. Let's just come over here. They have. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. They've done a lot of new things, and we're in a desert now, so there's like cactus stuff and stuff. But yeah, these petitions let you do things like this. I think that's how they wanted to like make some new things. So as long as I got crossbows, I could probably stay in the woods here a little bit, but you know what? I'm just gonna... Member of Almy Kidnappers. You know what? Since they're not gonna do anything right now, we're just gonna gang up on them and just gank them. Finish this guy off quick. I don't know where that other guy went. There's another guy somewhere. I know that.
I see a man about to learn a hard lesson.
A very hard lesson. There were supposed to be 3 of them. I don't know where the other guy went. Well, he got spanked. Oh, he's relaxing? He didn't do anything? He just sat there and relaxed? I've never known that to ever happen. Oh my gosh. Ba-ching. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Push. Push harder. Come on, Ku. You could do it, man. This guy's stuck full of holes. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. I always accidentally right-click sometimes. Uh-oh, Ku is bleeding. They are definitely going to learn a cold, hard lesson, dude. I can't believe he just sat there. He didn't even look at what was going on, and I just totally shot him in the back of the head with an arrow. Oh yeah, I guess we gotta rescue him, man. I guess I really just want to destroy everything here. You know, whatever, I'll let him. I need the wood anyways. You know what? This is a little weird. Okay, can somebody, like, save Ku? Anybody? It's getting really strange. I don't know why. Nobody is saving him. Isn't this weird? Okay, Simona. Like, no. Oh, so they decided not to leave, but they were pretty much dead. Well, now they're dead. Towie. Can you be the new orc? I don't know if we have an orc. We just rescued the guy. The guy's not on our team. Maybe we could recruit him, though. Where's Limper? Did he just, like, walk away? Where did he go? Oh, you know what? You know what? We do need the wood. We are gonna take all of their stuff. Since they don't need it anymore. And we're also going to get all this wood out here. Saguaro cactus. You're going to get so much wood, dude. It's coming out of our ears. Do you want to be named after one of the other characters, though? I could make you Ku, I suppose. He's like an older elf we got. Wow, they cut down that forest really fast. I mean, those cacti right there. Yeah, I don't mind. We're getting, look, we're getting logs out of all these cactus. Which, I don't think you could get normal kind of wood out of cactus, but I don't know. Oh, he turned good? Oh, okay. I guess I'll treat him before he goes. Or he might just die in 8 minutes. Never mind. Well, I guess we'll loot them for their stuff too, because they don't really need it anymore. Dude, we're gonna get... You know what's cool, man? You collect so much stuff. You don't even have to do all the mining and stuff anymore on your own terrain. You could do all the mining out here. We could get all this stone, and then they come back with just a treasure trove of stuff in their inventory, and then they just use it. It doesn't show up here. What about Trionade? Yeah, we could do that. Select. Unreachable. Oh. Okay, we're done with all this stuff. Let's go back. Let's see how much goodies we got. Alright, my friend. We will make you this guy. Night Hero! I wonder if I can, I guess I can't do Kana here, I suppose. Alright, you are a 67-year-old female elf. Congratulations. Alright, we are going to return home with all the booty. Ad is actually quite young. Look at all the stuff we got. We got some steel vambraces. We got some fine cloth leggings. Steel axe, actually, that's not bad. Crossbow. Katakana if you copy and paste. Yeah, you're probably right. Let me see if I can do it here. Nope, I cannot. I cannot highlight it for copying right now. Sorry, man. Maybe different time. Bronze hammer. And plus, you know what? I'll be honest. I might break the game doing it. Alright, I'm not bringing back their corpse. Because that's the cool thing about this. You don't have to do that. I don't have to bring the corpse back. But I can bring all this stuff back. We got... Holy cow, we got 100 wooden arrows. We got almost 2,000 pieces of stone. Holy cow. I think that'll do it. I think that'll do it. Do that in chat sometimes? Okay. We might have made... Well, no, the Singed Tigers were already our enemies anyways. We're just... Oh yeah, and if you didn't know... The orcs live a good long time, a little longer than humans, but elves live ridiculously long times. I think elves will live to like 150. And when they're in their 40s, that's when they're in their 20s or 10s. So, elves will live a very long time. But you got to be careful getting them initially, because they're very weak. But once I get into their 60s, then they'll be really strong for a very long time. It's quite nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know how to use a translation thing. There's an easy, like, Google translation thing I've used before. But, we give Aubrey some boots. Some booties for Aubrey. That'll do it. That's perfect. You need a new axe? New hammer? Is it hammer time? My fine cloth robe is going out of style. A feller's axe. 9, 6. That kind of sucks. Bronze axe. The bronze axe I made is still better than a steel axe that they made. You know what? That's more powerful. Knight to hero. Pig hide gauntlets. Oh, you really didn't. You probably could have used those van braces. I guess we'll give you the breachers. That's still some defense. You've got steel plates anyways. Easier to copy paste this. Let's see here. Hopefully the game don't break. Will not do it. Control V does not work, man. Yeah, some games they don't code for that kind of stuff. Alright, bandit. Gotta find some bandits and execute. I wish life was kind of like this in a sense. It's easy to know who the bandits are because the bandits always wear a bandit mask. The spam bandits. How many of those do you have? And who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Oh, we're coming back. Okay. We're still coming back from the other place, but it is time for good old barbecue. Oh, tell the difference? Yeah, I hear you, man. It would be nice if there was a little difference of, you know, something. This guy's like, oh shit. Well, you decided to spam me with stuff earlier, now I'm gonna spam you. How about that? How do you like that? How do you like them axles? Oh, you're gonna leave now that I killed you? He wasn't gonna leave at all. He was like, I'm fine dying here. This is the hill I'm gonna die on. Alright. Bury him, get his stuff, go back to work, guys. Put your teeth together and go back to work. He didn't want to give up the ghosts. He could have said, I'm gonna leave, stop attacking me. He just sat there and was like, you know what? Once I get back up, I'm gonna fight you again. He wanted DED. He wanted it, man. Are we still fighting shit? I don't know what's going on, but the music's still playing. I'm sorry if you like the bandits. I have to do it. They'll just come and keep stealing everything and make a bigger band of bandits. So they're not merry men. They're angry men, and they'll all attack me at some point. Autocrat Wolf sent me here to learn more about your kingdom. All right. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this. It's not showing a whole bunch of question marks anymore, so I guess might be able to. But he was playing Tag Zero with me and he kept attacking his teammates. After a while I just stopped complaining, just started letting him do it. Yeah, it's the same thing I had growing up with being friends with Paul. There were so many stupid things he did. I'm like, Paul, don't do that. He's like, but it's fun. After a while, I'm just like, fuck it. Just let him have fun, whatever he's going to do. Even if it's dumb. It's like I could tell him the easier way to do it, but I think he just wanted to play the game his way and, whatever, man. Some people just want to do their own thing regardless of whether it's better or not. And that's just how they live. And you and I and all of us will know there's better ways to do stuff, but there are people like that, and Paul is one of those. You even saw it when Paul was playing a Brigandine with me, when Pringer was like, oh, okay, I'm going to leave, or something like that, and Paul didn't even listen to him, and Paul left before Pringer was going to leave, even though Pringer told him he was going to leave. Didn't even listen to him. And I told Pringer, I said, see, now you know what I've dealt with all my life. Paul just literally doesn't listen to anything I'm saying. He's in his own head. He's thinking his own thoughts. He's not paying any attention, and he just wants to do his own thing. I'm okay. That's you. You do you, man. You do you. I can't stop that. I can't do anything about that. Well, guys, we are going to complete this Christmas tree here, and it's going to look quite beautiful. Might even take a little picture and then send it to, I don't know who I'll send it to. I'll send it to Steam. How about that? The only Christmas picture. Meditation where you tried to look at God. Well, I did. I don't know if it was a dream or not, but I feel like I saw God when I was a kid. And it was, I didn't see his face or anything, but I saw him walking around. Maybe it was just a dream. Then he pointed at the door and his whole, it looked like a kind of like a man, maybe God, pointing in the air in the wood of my door that I've never seen before. And it was the most profound thing I've ever seen. It was like he ingrained himself in my bedroom door. And the wood knots and everything looked like eyes and a hand and everything pointed up. And it was after the dream I looked at the door. I always wanted to go back and take a picture of that place, but that house has always been kind of like owned by a bunch of drug dealers here and there. Or people that are just, I don't know, don't take care of anything, so they probably destroyed it all, I guess. Or else I don't think I'll be welcome in the house, try to go back in one of your old houses like, hey, there was something special on this door in my bedroom. I used to live here. Can you let me in? No, get the fuck out of here. I don't know. Maybe at some point I might get a picture of it, but yeah. Yeah, this is quite awesome, man. I wonder if they're gonna light all these things here. Holy cow, we're down to 100 and what wood? Don't tell me we went through all that wood. No, we didn't. No, okay, so I guess they're lighting it. We gotta see them lit though. We gotta see this lit. I gotta get a picture of this massive amount of Christmas trees are all lit. That's gonna look really cool. Yeah, that was an interesting thing that happened when I was a kid, and kind of wish I had some proof of that. But might as well give it a shot, right? Well, it kind of depends. Like some people, you know, it depends on if you believe in Jesus Christ. I mean, people saw Jesus Christ, they didn't die from fright. But then there's a lot that goes into that. I don't believe necessarily you're going to die from fright seeing God or the Creator. I don't think you can. I don't see what the point of that would be. Why would you be able to die of fright from seeing something that loves and cares for you? Like, what? Why? I don't know. I think some things were said as a way to either inspire or make some kind of a way of awe, make some kind of idea of awe or something like that. I don't know, but die from bliss. Now that I could understand, actually, if that were a thing. But yeah, I could kind of understand the bliss thing. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, I guess you could die of fright from something, but if you're dying of fright from something and something is frightening to you, is that God? Is that the Creator? I contend to say no. That's so I have a very different opinion on faith. I believe in Jesus, but I don't believe in a lot of other things tied to it concerning certain scriptures and things of the Bible, because it just doesn't seem to correlate in my mind. I can't make sense of it. And so if we're talking about the Creator and stuff, then I would say something that loves and cares for you wouldn't be a frightening like something evil would be a frightening thing that would try to scare you to death. That's how I see it. I think if it was that, then, you know, I would just think more on what Jesus would have to say, but then the other things of the past, either they had a completely different meaning, or the meaning is just, to me, doesn't tie into what I've come to understand as far as the Christianity that I believe Jesus was trying to talk about. So, yeah, that could get into a whole nother conversation, but I think, you know, honestly, it's kind of funny. It's kind of interesting how pagans believe in Christmas and so do Christians believe in Christmas. And there's some pagans that will say, well, Christmas was a pagan tradition, so there was no Christ birth and all that stuff. And then there's Christians that will say, well, it's overdoing the pagan stuff because, you know, that was just some strange beliefs and Jesus did believe. I think there's a little bit of, personally, I think there's a little bit of truth in everything. I do believe there is a historical Jesus. I do believe that he, you know, was talking about a belief of being connected to God and everything. He even says this himself. Don't you believe that you are also gods? Which he was referencing Isaiah, or it was Psalms, I believe. Yeah, well, maybe it could have been Isaiah too, but Psalms does state this specifically. So there's a lot of things that Jesus had to say that I think made a lot of sense. I believe there is a real Jesus. I believe there's more to this world than meets the eye. There is more to it than what we're being told. And I think when other people just tell you 100% this thing didn't exist, that thing didn't exist, blah, 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 I think there's a lot of misguided people out there. And these traditions of old did exist, merging with the new traditions of the Christian, belief system with Christ and, Santa Claus and that kind of stuff. That every story, even if it's changed a little bit, still has some seed in truth. There still is some seed in truth, whether it turns into a metaphorical thing or if it turns into a real thing. There's some seed in truth there. So once you find it, you're gonna know it. I like to imagine that once you become powerful enough, you can just live in heaven and watch God, and you would have the pleasure doing that. And that's what I think heaven's about. Honestly, I think everybody has the chance to go to heaven. Some people talk about hell and all that. I think it could be a personal hell for people that have been like absolute asinine assholes in life, and they just didn't care about anybody else, and they run roughshod over everybody and just didn't care. They never got forgiven by those people. They never did anything to make up for it. It's just me, 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 me. And those people, I think they do spend some time in either a physical karma thing or a spiritual mental jail afterwards. Or maybe if Jesus was talking about reincarnation for real, maybe they do reincarnate. I don't know all the answers, but I've heard a lot of stuff. And Jesus did say, if you can believe it, John is Elijah, which I don't think, if you're trying to be serious, you would joke about something like that. I don't think Jesus was the joking kind of person. So there's a lot of things that I can't honestly put my thumb on and say this is absolute, but there's a lot of things that just resonate, kind of make sense, So I think if you got to go through something, you got to go through something because of things that you've been through. And maybe it helps you along your path. But I think, honestly, a lot of people are going to come to heaven. They're going to meet the Creator. They're going to meet God. And honestly, I don't think we are permanently mortal. I think the fear of what we live through in life is to be afraid of believing we are mortal, when in fact, we are immortal. We are immortal, and we will always be immortal. But I think the Christmas season is to know the connection with the Creator, the connection with God, the connection with something more than this. Because honestly, coming into Christmas and coming into this season is really about understanding death, because we go through all this stuff and realize all the vegetation's going away. Everything's getting cold. We don't have food. We could starve to death. And then we have the celebration, and it kind of brings us together in this happy merriment way to help us understand there's something more to life than this. And so with all those teachings and with the practices and the traditions and the celebrations and everything, I think we can really just be happy about the fact that we are immortal. Even if you don't truly believe that, what you leave for this planet, you create a little bit of immortality for those around you that continues on. So in a sense, even if you don't believe the immortality part, you do create some kind of immortality just by leaving good